Hello everybody, right here at studio with my beautiful Sarah Lucero.
Thank you, Lorena. So excited to be with you here today at Los Latinas. We have a really fun show because we're going to introduce you to a young lady who is got an amazing talent, and you're going to get to hear her voice. She is Chantal, and Chantal is an aspiring singer and business owner in San Antonio. Chantal, so glad to have you with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so Chantal is like millions out there, a beautiful young business entrepreneur that is a dreamer and is making her dreams a reality. I want you to tell the whole world a little bit about Chantal.
So I am 23 years old. I am working on a music career and also owning a salon, and I am a mother of a 2-year-old.
Okay, so what got you into the music?
When I was younger, I remember singing to my mom, and I thought she heard me. She was on the phone, and I said, "How did that sound?" And she was like, "That sounded beautiful." And so ever since then, I would just sing, and I thought that I sounded good.
And she does, and you guys are going to hear her in just a little bit. But you know, the neat thing is that, so you're probably watching this show and wondering, okay, singer, musician, a hair salon, how do the two come together? There's actually a lot of parallels in why you do each of those things. You do hair and you do beautiful makeup, and you create beautiful music. Now, what are the parallels? Why do you do both of them?
I believe that both of them have very important impact on a woman's beauty. Both of them, I could inspire someone through music, making them feel stronger, or just by their appearance, and all of a sudden they walk out the door feeling more confident.
And that's what I love about Chantal. She definitely is a perfect model of those two ways of beauty. The beauty where she looks beautiful and she loves making people look beautiful, and also she writes her music and express the beauty through her music. So what got you into writing music? When did you discover that you could do that talent? I'm always curious, Sarah, what do you think?
I know, you said you were very young and your mom said you sang beautifully, but you've really honed that skill because you can either work on it or you don't, and you've spent a lot of time developing your voice.
Yes, over the years, I would just sit down and I would put a pen and paper, and I would try so hard. I would make little poems, anything to make it sound good. But the most important message was always to, make someone heal or just make someone happy. And
that's what you do with your music. Your music, you like to direct it to young women and to, in many ways, like help young women.
Yes, definitely. That's one of my main goals.
Well, and I want you to express to everyone what has been the toughest thing in your life.
One of the toughest things I think I've always had to overcome was, being the dominant person, being more of a confident person, and finding myself and who I really am.
And one of the ways you did that was by starting your own business. I mean, you decided to take one of the passions that you have in your life and make a mark for yourself.
Yes.
And what is it called?
It is called To Die For by Chantal Salon. It's definitely one of my proudest accomplishments.
And people can follow you on social media to see your work too.
Yes. That's I have an Instagram that's definitely named after my salon.
I want to get this straight. Okay, so the name of your business is To Die For.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love
Thank
it.
you.
I love that name, To Die For. Okay, Chantal.
Yes.
How did you come up with that name?
So I was in school and they were telling us, come up with an Instagram name. And I'm very cheesy, as you can tell. So I came up with a pun. So I was like, To Die For. It's like dye, like hair dye, but to die for.
I love it. You know what, Sarah, I love when people are just creative, and Chantal is one of those that is creative. And like I said at the beginning of the show, she is like millions of people out there that dream of looking beautiful and making other women beautiful, and also singing. I mean, singing is a big deal right now. It's just incredible. The other day I was watching television, and it's just like all these new, young, talented artists and singers. I was like, where do they it came out from? Okay, Sarah, that's telling me I'm getting old.
But you're really lucky. You've been able to work with some great people. One of the composers you work with right now is a renowned composer
Yes.
that does work for international stars.
Yes, Gerardo Flores is one of the people I work with. He's worked with a lot of well-known artists, and he's helping me get up there in my career, definitely.
That's one of the most important things is when you have a dream and you have a drive, you gotta put yourself in the right hands, right, Sarah?
Exactly.
Someone that knows, that understands what the message is, what your passion is, and how to get you there. And I believe that this gentleman that you're working with, he has really worked with a lot of beautiful, wonderful, famous people that already are in the big picture.
Yes.
So that's important. That's what I think is very important. There's a lot of people that have a lot of talent out there, Sarah, but they're just not in the right hands.
Exactly. Chantal could have decided, I'm just going to do this. I'm not going to do that anymore. But she's like taking it all in gusto. She's going to do it all. And this is the year she's getting it started. 2021 is going to be a big year for her. You already have original music that you're going to be putting out next year.
Yes.
Now talk about, what's 2021 going to be like for you?
I feel like 2021 is going to be definitely a big year for me. I want to, push my music. I want to push my salon out there. I am definitely going to be a go-getter this year. So I'm ready.
Okay, Chantal, I want to ask you for a huge favor for the holidays, okay? This is a little holiday treat from those Latinas. Can you sing a little bit of one of your songs?
Yes. So one of my favorite artists is Alicia Keys. So I love the song If I Ain't Got You. So I will sing a little snip for y'all.
Wonderful.
Some people live for the power. Some people live just for the fame. Some people live for the power, yay. Some people live just to play the game. Some people think that the physical things define what's within. I've been there before, but that life's a bore, so full of the superficial.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
We love it. Oh my gosh.
Gosh,
Standing
Chantal.
ovation.
I just got
Thank
the,
you.
oh my goosebumps. That's beautiful.
Are so soulful. Is that your style of music? Talk about your style.
Yes, I definitely love soulful music. I feel like I could put my all into it and definitely feel the emotion. With pop music, I kind of combine a little bit just to make, a little, the younger generation to want to listen to it a little bit more.
So Chantal, when you write your music, do you write based on your life story, on somebody else's life story, on true story? How do you write your music?
I try to write my music definitely based off my own life because I know that other people go through what I go through.
Oh wow, Chantal. Well,
We are so excited to hear your music very soon. Right now, she's still getting it all taken care of and is going to be launching it next year. So stay tuned.
that's a big step. That's a big step, Chantal. All right, Chantal. So I want you to tell the whole entire world out there what keeps you going, what keeps you strong, what makes you the person that you are.
I definitely was raised by a very strong woman, and seeing her be a single mom made me strong enough to be a single mom. So my son definitely pushes me to be the best.
Wow, that's a powerful message, and I understand that the father that you have, because I've known him
Yes.
forever and ever, and I'm not going to say any names, okay? But I know that your father has always been a great leader, always.
Yes.
I know your mother since she was a little girl, probably your age. I'm not going to say how old I am, okay? But your mother is so beautiful. But I also love your daddy. Your
Yes.
daddy is an amazing man. He has been one of the most stable leaders here in San Antonio in the restaurant industry. He was a gentleman that set the lead of many of us owners that own restaurants, and everyone knows that I personally own a restaurant. But you, Daddy, happened to always be a great leader to make us strong and to keep the consistency and keep on working and never
Oh,
giving
yes.
up, so you daddy, I believe, is a huge reflection
Yes.
of the mirror in your life, correct?
I definitely think that made me an entrepreneur. Seeing him in his element, it just made me want to be that too. So I think that it came from every which way to make me an entrepreneur and make me so strong to keep going.
One thing I know about your mama is that she's a hardworking, and she was a great mama. I
yes.
remember, when she was pregnant, with you, and your father was always a worker.
Oh, yes.
He has always been a great leader. So that really speaks for a lot, Sarah. It's important for all the young teenagers out there to look up to your parents. Whether they're perfect or not perfect, they're your parents. And you know what? They brought you to this world with a lot of love, and it shows right here, because this beautiful young lady right here is nothing but love. Her music, her beauty salon, the beauty within herself. The moment she walked into the Bonita Productions, I saw that perfect model, from head to toes. Her makeup, her hair looked perfect, and she sits in my chair and I'm like, okay, I am surprised she has a 2-year-old little boy already. I'm like, really? Okay. Wow, that's just to tell you how life is a gift. Every day is a gift, Sarah. What do you think?
It is, and what a beautiful gift to have a 2-year-old son and to be able to find inspiration in what you're doing through him,
Yes.
to keep going and keep improving yourself and keep giving back to the community and improving and encouraging young women around you. So
Yes.
kudos to you and
you.
everything you're trying to get done. And we really look forward to seeing how you develop your career and your business here in the next year to come. 2020 has been a very hard year for all of us in so many ways, but we're getting past it. We're pivoting and, taking this as a challenge and something that, we're not going to let it put us down or get us down. We're going to use this to propel us to move on up, to get back up and become bigger, better versions of ourselves and the
Yes.
community around us.
I've always said it, 2020 has been a year of challenge. And you know what? Believe it or not, it also has been a year where you are more intimate with your family.
Yes.
Where staying at home and being more intimate with your baby,
Yes.
with your family. You gotta look at the positive things of 2020. And now kicking off 21, believe me, we gotta stay positive. Like Chantal. Chantal is a positive, is a gifted young business entrepreneur, and I want everybody to stay tuned because we're going to have her back here at Those Latinas, because the next time she's going to be sitting at this chair, she is going to be presenting her first album, singing the full song of one that she had written at her album, and that is going to be a gift to everybody. So I highly recommend that you follow her through her entire social media. And also remember, she does own a beauty salon right here in San Antonio, Texas, and she's always looking for people that could come and work with her, beside her in the beauty industry, from hair, makeup, and what else?
I will style you. I will do everything for you. Anything to make you feel beautiful. So that's definitely one of my things.
Yeah, one of the things she does is like weddings.
Yes.
You can bring a wedding party in and you'll do all of the bride and all the bridesmaids, and so you can have a little party, and that's always a fun
Yes.
thing to do.
Yes, definitely. Quinceañera is everything. I do everything.
She is the full package. Wow, Sarah, how did you discover this beautiful talent?
I also know her dad, and so I ran into her dad, and he started telling me about her, and I'm like, oh my gosh! And then I met you, and I said, why don't you come on the show with us? Because Dos Latinas, we're all about encouraging young people and discovering young talent and bringing young people and young talent up. So you'd be perfect. So welcome to the show. And I really want to thank you for agreeing to be on the show today. It's been lovely talking to you and hearing about your plans. And we're going to continue to follow you and watch all of your success and the development of your new business. And we wish you so much luck and a lot of love with that.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Stay tuned with Those Latinas. And remember, we want to be your voice, and we are interested to hear what you got to say. Stay tuned. Hasta la vista.
And now we leave you with a little taste of Chantal.
Some people live for the fortune. Some people live just